Yo guys, what is up? It is Isaac Studios here today, and we're here, and I'm making this. I made this awesome top 25 of my personal favorite roller coasters. I really like them, and I hope you do. So, first ride is Flight of Fear at Kings Island. This ride is so fun in the dark. It actually has a couple inversions. And you're just traveling through the dark, and then you casually go upside down. But a little con about this ride is that it's a little rough on the sides. Like when you go into that corkscrew that's on this photo, when you go into that corkscrew, it kind of slides you into the side of the train. That's why I only have it at number 25, my least favorite roller coaster on this list. Next up is 24, Backlot Stunt Coaster. One of the biggest surprises of my trip. I didn't expect it to be this good. It is a underrated roller coaster. It's really fun. I didn't get to ride the one at Kings Dominion, so I was actually pleasantly surprised by this one. It has a forceful launch, and you go straight into that intense helix it's one of the best helixes I've probably been through. And you go to that drop and everything. It's a fun ride. That's what I call a fun, enjoyable ride. It's fun, and I couldn't describe a better coaster. Number 23, Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens. 3 launch coasters start off. Man, I'm not a big fan of launch coasters. Anyway, Busch Gardens hosts the famous, it's not really that famous, but Cheetah Hunt. One of my favorite rides I've probably ridden. I rode this first when I was like 8. And I didn't ride much rides back then, so I consider this one of the best rides ever. Like, I always was like, oh yeah, this is going to be one of the best rides ever. Sorry that my God, I hate this stupid. But sorry that happened. It's my fault. But anyway, Cheetah Hunt is a fun ride. One of the best rides in the park. I was pleasantly surprised and put this at number 2 in the park. It's number 2 in the park. Next up is the Bat at Kings Island. Wow. Just wow. What an underrated coaster. I'm talking about underrated coasters. The Bat is one. It's actually really good. I went in, after I'd rode Iron Dragon, I went in and I expected a kid's ride. I'm not going to lie, I expected a kid's ride. After the mile hike that you had to take to get to the entrance, I expected a kid's ride. But it was little from a kid's ride. It was a real ride. It was intense, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it, even though it's not a long ride. It's pretty short. It is really fun, and I really want to stay at that hotel, that Great Wolf Lodge that's like right across from Kings Island. I kind of want to stay there sometime. But we did stay at a hotel near Kings Island. Next up, 21, Intimidator at Carowinds. One of the most overrated coasters I've ridden. People say, like, oh, this is top 50 in the world. Oh, this is top 100. No, not close. But the airtime's good. The airtime's some good floater airtime. It's really fun. It's my second favorite hyper I've ridden. Now, I've only ridden 2 hypers. So, it's my least favorite hyper that I've ridden. I've ridden this in Diamondback, and Diamondback's obviously higher if I'm telling you about it. But this is a fun ride. It's a fun little ride that's not intense at all, but it's fun. It's really fun. Next up at 20 is Diamondback. Wow, Diamondback, it's fun. It really is fun. It is funner. Funner's a word, funner than Intimidator. It's an underrated ride. If anything, it's underrated, but it's also overrated at the same time. Number 19 is Tennessee Tornado at Dollywood. This is still the best aerodynamics I've ever ridden. Still the best aerodynamics I've ever ridden. It's so good. It's a good aero looper. Every aero looper I've ridden other than this sucks. But this is actually not that painful, and it's pretty fun. And my little cousin, I'm not going to say his name, just rode this not that long ago. He rode this for his first time, I think, like a week ago as we talked. And I was super proud of him. But that's unrelated at all. So let's go into number 18, Millennium Force. And all of you guys are going to be like, Isaac, you're so dumb. Why would you put Millennium Force at number 18? I'm unsubscribing from you. You suck. No. 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 Millennium Force is really good. But the thing about it is, we had the second ride of the day. It was running real bad, and they stapled me. It wasn't fun being stapled. I got no airtime on those hills. The turn was real sucky. I think my favorite part of all the turns were real bad. But my favorite part of the ride had to be that lift hill, because the view when you get at the top is so beautiful. It is the most beautiful view of all time. But moving on from Millennium Force, we have 17, number 17, Banshee. Banshee at Kings Island. This ride's underrated and overrated at the same time. It's really weird. It's just like Diamondback, but it's the worst B&M invert I've ridden, and I've ridden couple of B&M inverts. It's the worst invert I've ridden. And I've ridden a couple inverts. I've ridden, I think, 5 inverts. And this is the worst one I've ridden. It has a very bad rattle to it. Like, I had a headache after I rode this. I rode this 2 times, and those vest restraints are horrible. Like, I couldn't breathe when I was on this. And it's Radley. But moving on, number 16, we have Copperhead Strike. I don't think I appreciate this as much as everybody else, because this is at my home park. I don't think I appreciate it that much. But it is still a really fun ride. It gives a great air time and great hang time. And that, what is it called? Oh my god, I just remembered the name for this video individually. Where it hangs you sideways. That. I don't even remember what it's called. But that part is one of the most fun rides, one of the most fun elements that I've experienced. I love it. And, yeah, Copperhead Strike. Number 15, Raptor at Cedar Point. Yes, I know a lot of you guys probably thought that they tore down Raptor. Yes, this ride still exists. Yeah, it still exists, guys. I didn't know you forgot about it that much to forget that it exists. But Raptor is a fun ride. It's intense. It is actually intense. That helix, you can't get anything better than that. And, that corkscrew is pretty great. The Cobra Roll is actually kind of smooth. I actually like the Cobra Roll. The only rough part is the transition to the brake run. But Raptor, number 15, yeah, great ride. Great ride. Underrated ride, really. And I'm going to do ride reviews on, like, mostly every ride I rode in the Ohio trip and everything. But, yeah, Raptor, 15. Next up, 14, Magnum XL200. I had the most funny photo of Magnum XL200 on my Instagram account. Go check that out on Rollercoaster Fantastics on Instagram. It's my mom losing her hat on this. It's actually really funny. Like, and it caught it on the photo. But Magnum, it's a little painful. And you can't see me in the photo, but I, am holding my stomach because it hurt my stomach, that one airtime moment. And I had the most disgusting look on my face. But it is so painful, but it's fun at the same time. Number 13, Raptor, or Rougarou. Raptor, Rougarou, same thing. Rougarou at Cedar Point. Rougarou, I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me. I think I'm stupid. Rougarou is so fun. Oh my god, Rougarou is so fun. Rougarou is awesome. I love it. It's insane. It's not rough at all. It is extremely smooth. And I didn't get to ride Dominator, okay? I didn't get to ride Dominator because I had like a 2-hour line and I was tired, hot, and sweaty. And I just waited in a 4-hour line for Twisted Timbers. But I was so tired and I'm like, ugh, are we going to ride Rougarou ever? And we rode it and it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Rougarou is amazing. It had a very short line. It was really good. Really good. Really good. Number 12 is Wicked Twister. Yeah, a lot of you guys probably think I'm stupid right now for putting Wicked Twister and Rougarou in my list. But Wicked Twister, I've never rode an Impulse. So it's my first Impulse, and I loved it. It was great. It's awesome. I don't have anything else to say about it. I didn't write out a script about Wicked Twister. So now at number 11, Thunderhead. Yeah, number 12, Mystic Timbers. Skipped one. Yeah, now you guys know what number 12 and 11 is. Mystic Timbers, overrated. It's the definition of overrated. It is overrated. I expected an airtime packed ride. It didn't give airtime on all the hills. Some of the hills were airtimeless. But I also rode in the third row. But it's really fun. It is a top 3 coaster at Kings Island. Number 2 at Kings Island, right? So yeah. Number 11, Thunderhead, Dollywood. I love this ride. I remember marathoning this with my mom when I was little, and I threw up. I remember that like it was yesterday. But yeah, I remember that really good. But that ride is so fun. It's shaky and it's intense. So, and it's the best GCI I've ridden. Fight me if you don't trust me and you don't believe me. The number 10, Montu at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Best ride at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Sorry, Kumba sucks. It is painful and rough. Hate to admit it. But Montu, great ride. Second best invert I've ridden. We all know what's going to be next. But Montu, great ride at Busch Gardens, Tampa. I suggest you haven't been to Busch Gardens, Tampa. Go to Busch Gardens, Tampa, and go ride this. It is so fun. It's worth your time. Number 9, Afterburn at Carowinds. I love this more than Montu. The intense elements and everything that it has, it's just so whippy. It's whippy. So is Montu, but this is a lot more whippy, I feel like, than Montu. I love this, and I love Montu. It's like Montu, inversions. Afterburn, inversions. Montu, cool theme. Afterburn, cool theme. Montu, no alligators in the section where it dropped off. Did you guys know there used to be alligators in the section that it dropped off? Trains themed jets, Afterburn. So Afterburn won my comparison. But Afterburn's really fun. No, jokes aside, Afterburn's really fun. Number 8, number 8, the Beast. The Beast at Kings Island. The Beast at Kings Island. The Beast at Kings. The Beast at Kings Island. The Beast at Kings Island. Okay, I'll stop rapping. Anyway, the Beast at Kings Island is really fun. It is really good. It is intense. And that second big drop, it's more intense than the POVs make it out to look. Because you're just one way, and then it just turns and drops. It's intense. Number 7, Fury 325 at Carowinds. My God, first gig I rode. It's a little overrated now that I've ridden more rides. It's more overrated than I ever thought it would be. But it's super fun. It's really fun. One of the best rides I've ridden. But yeah. It's only number 7. I would suggest going out to Carowinds and riding it. It's worth your time. Number 6, Top Thrill Drag. Oh my God. My closest launch coaster is Copperhead Strike, and I'm not used to intense hydraulic launches. This ride caught me off guard. I didn't expect it to be this intense. And you're just launching out, going, and your face is glued to the seat, like you're going to get whiplash. And then you go up that huge hill. You get no airtime because you get stapled. But it's fun. It's a really good ride. I love it. Number 5, Twisted Timbers of King's Dominion. Weakest RMC I've ridden. I've ridden 3 of the best RMCs. I can say this is the worst out of the 3. But it is amazing. It has some really unique elements. The barrel roll's great. That cutback that it does halfway into the ride's great. And the trick track double up. The trick track double up is amazing, folks. The trick track double up, folks. Number 4, Intimidator 305. Sorry, Julian. Sorry, Micah. Sorry, everybody that loves this ride. It's great, but it's intense. It's not better than these next 3. Number 3, Maverick. Again, intense launches are fun. This ride is so intense. It is intense. That beyond vertical drop is insane. Because you just go, and it feels crazy in the front row. Because you're going so slow, and then you just drop beyond vertical. And then that one inversion that doesn't fully invert, but it does, is crazy. Under the lift hill structure, the second lift, I guess you could call it a lift. I wouldn't really call it a lift. I call it a launch, but And all the turns are insane. I like how it's over water. It's real pretty. Number 2, lightning rod at Dollywood, Dollywood, Dollywood. Lightning rod at Dollywood is number 2. I'm sorry, this next ride, I've underrated it from the beginning of time. But, yeah, lightning rod, you ain't number 1. You're number 2. You're number 2. I always thought you would be number 1, but you're number 2. And number 1, Still Vengeance at Cedar Point. My God. My God. Airtime, 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 and even more airtime. And intensity. And diversions. I had an airtime headache after I got off of that thing. I still have an airtime headache. And it's intense. It's fun and it's intense. When you think about bad pacing, think of lightning rod and Still Vengeance. But you think of Still Vengeance first, and then you think of lightning rod. But this is intense. It's fun and it's intense. What did you think about my list? And thanks for watching, guys. I'm Isaac Studios, and I'll see you guys next time.